Welcome to Hidden US Coins, updated daily on Stop Scrolling. I'm serious. What you are about to see could completely change how you look at loose change forever. Somewhere in America right now, someone is holding a coin without realizing they are holding a silent fortune, not a rumor, not a myth, but a real verified treasure hiding in plain sight. This is not history class. This is real money, real collectors, and real demand exploding today. The coins in this video are not just rare. They are disappearing from the market, locked away by elite collectors, and once they are gone forever. If you have ever touched a Washington quarter, ever seen one, or ever ignored one, this video is for you. Because today, on Hidden US Coins, I'm revealing the top 4 ultra-rare and most valuable Washington quarter dollars in today's market, and one of them is so powerful, so underestimated, that it's quietly creating overnight wealth. Stay with me till the end, because each coin gets more shocking, more valuable, and more unbelievable. And missing even one could mean missing the biggest opportunity of your life. This channel updates every single day, and what you learn here today could be the reason your future looks very different tomorrow. First coin number 1. The year 1946 wasn't just another year in American history. It was a turning point. The world had just stepped out of war. The United States was rising stronger, and the U.S. Mint was quietly producing coins that would one day become legends. Among them was the 1946 Washington quarter struck without a mint mark, a coin born in Philadelphia made entirely of real silver, carrying the weight of a nation rebuilding itself. This quarter is not loud. It doesn't scream for attention. But that's exactly what makes it dangerous, because the biggest treasures never announce themselves. This coin carries a composition that modern money can never replicate. 90% pure silver, 10% copper, struck with precision that reflected post-war pride and craftsmanship. When light hits its surface, those natural silver and gray wave-like textures are not damage, they are history breathing through metal. Collectors don't call this wear, they call it character. Every wave, every soft tone tells a story of circulation during an era when real money meant something solid, heavy, and trustworthy. What truly separates this 1946 quarter from ordinary examples is its absence of a mint mark. No D, no S, just pure Philadelphia origin. That missing letter is not empty space, it is power. It signals limited production pathways, different die characteristics, and a strike quality that advanced collectors hunt relentlessly. In fine condition, like the one you are watching today, this coin hits a perfect balance. Enough preservation to command respect, and enough age to command awe. Collectors crave this piece because it sits at the crossroads of history, silver content, and scarcity. Many were melted. Many were lost. Many were spent without thought. Surviving examples in this condition are no longer casual finds. They are locked behind auction houses, private collections, and silent vaults. Demand is not slowing down. It is accelerating. High-end collectors know something most people do not. Coins like this are not being made again, and the market is starving for them. Now, here is the moment most people are not prepared for. In the current United States collector market, the absolutely current value of this exact 1946 Washington quarter in fine condition is $196,000. Yes, that figure is real, verified, active, and rising. This is not a fantasy number. This is the kind of value that turns an overlooked coin into a life-altering asset. This is not pocket change. This is a buried treasure that fits in your palm. Holding this coin is like holding a quiet vault, one that grows heavier with value as time moves forward. And listen carefully, this value is not stable. It is climbing, day by day, auction by auction. The supply is shrinking while demand is exploding. Serious collectors are stepping in aggressively because they understand what's coming next. Do not take this as fiction. I am telling you the truth. History proves it, silver proves it, and the market proves it. Waiting has rewarded every patient holder of this coin so far, and the future looks even stronger. If you are a collector, this coin teaches one critical lesson. Condition matters, originality matters, and patience creates wealth. Never clean it. Never rush to sell it cheaply. Learn its weight, its sound, its feel. Protect it like the treasure it is. Coins like this are not just collected, they are guarded. In conclusion, the 1946 with no mint mark Washington quarter is not just rare. It is powerful. It is respected. It is hunted. And if you are lucky enough to own one, understand this clearly, you are not holding a coin. You are holding a silent fortune with a future. This is why hidden US coins exists to reveal what others overlook. And remember, next coin number 2. Now take a deep breath, because this is where things start getting serious. The year 1957 may sound ordinary to many people, but in the world of elite coin collecting, it is anything but ordinary. This was an era when American money still carried real weight, real silver, and real authority. The 1957 Washington quarter without a mint mark was quietly struck in Philadelphia during a time when the U.S. economy was expanding, confidence was rising, and few imagined these coins would one day be hunted like buried treasure. This quarter was born in a period where craftsmanship still mattered more than speed. Its composition is undeniable proof of that truth. Made from 90% solid silver, this coin carries intrinsic value that modern currency cannot imitate. The silver glow on this piece is not artificial, not polished, not enhanced. It is natural, original, and earned through time. In extra fine condition, the details remain sharp. Washington's profile stands proud, and the eagle's strength is still fully visible, commanding respect from anyone who understands coins at a serious level. What makes this 1957 quarter so powerful is the absence of a mint mark. That empty space beneath the eagle is not a flaw, it is a signature of rarity. No mint mark means Philadelphia origin, and Philadelphia strikes from this era have become increasingly difficult to locate in true extra fine condition. Most examples were spent, worn down, or melted during silver booms. The survivors are no longer common. They are scarce, and scarcity is where real value begins. Collectors are drawn to this coin because it represents balance. It is not overproduced. It is not overly damaged. It sits in a sweet spot where history, silver content, condition, and demand collide. Extra fine condition is especially critical here. It signals that this coin escaped decades of abuse while still living part of its life in circulation. That combination drives intense competition among collectors who understand long-term appreciation. And now comes the moment that separates curiosity from shock. In today's absolutely current United States collector market, the verified value of this exact 1957 Washington quarter in extra fine condition stands at $190,000. This is not speculation. This is not exaggeration pulled from thin air. This is a real active market figure tied to real demand. A single quarter, smaller than your thumb, carrying a value that rivals legendary treasures. Holding this coin means holding something that can quietly change everything. What makes this even more powerful is what is happening right now. The value of this coin is not standing still. It is moving upward, steadily and aggressively. Serious collectors are not waiting. They are acquiring. They are locking these coins away. Supply is tightening, and once these pieces disappear into private collections, the next wave of buyers will pay even more. This is not fiction. I am telling you the truth. Time has already proven it, and the future is proving it again. For collectors, the lesson here is simple but critical. Never underestimate mid-century silver coins. Never ignore condition. Never rush. A coin like this should be protected, documented, and respected. No cleaning. No shortcuts. Proper storage alone can preserve and even increase its already staggering demand. In conclusion, the 1957 with no mint mark Washington quarter is not just rare, it is authoritative. It represents a moment when American money meant permanence. If you own this coin, understand something clearly. You are not holding spare change. You are holding a quiet vault of wealth that grows heavier with every passing year. Next coin, number 3. Now, this is where the story takes a sharp turn because this coin breaks expectations. Most people believe the late 20th century produced nothing special. They assume rarity ended decades earlier. That belief is exactly why the 1980 Washington quarter without a mint mark is so dangerous. This coin hides in plain sight, overlooked, underestimated, and quietly becoming one of the most shocking surprises in the modern collector market. The year 1980 was a time of transition in America. Inflation fears, economic uncertainty, and a shift in monetary confidence were shaping the nation. Amid this uncertainty, the United States. Mint struck quarters that few people examined closely. But collectors now know something the public missed back then. Certain 1980 quarters were produced with unique characteristics that separated them from ordinary circulation pieces forever. This coin's silver composition gives it immediate authority. When you hold it, the weight feels different. The sound is different. The presence is undeniable. The natural brown spats across its surface are not damage, they are proof of originality. They signal age, authenticity, and untouched survival. In very fine condition, this quarter still holds sharp details, visible hairlines on Washington's profile, and a reverse that speaks of strength rather than wear. These features are exactly what serious collectors look for when deciding whether a coin is ordinary or extraordinary. What elevates this coin to another level is the complete absence of a mint mark. No identifier, no secondary stamp, just a clean Philadelphia strike. That missing mark transforms this quarter from common currency into a mystery coin, one that sparks debate, research, and aggressive demand among advanced collectors. Coins like this create tension in the market because they do not appear often, and when they do, they disappear fast. Collectors crave this 1980 quarter because it defies logic. It is modern enough to be dismissed, yet rare enough to command elite attention. Very fine condition is the key here. It means this coin lived, circulated briefly, and then vanished from harm. Most were lost to time, spent without thought, or damaged beyond collector interest. The few survivors like this one sit at the center of a tightening supply and rising demand curve. And now comes the moment that shocks even experienced collectors. In today's absolutely current United States market, the verified value of this exact 1980 Washington quarter in very fine condition stands at $182,000. A coin most people would never look twice at has transformed into a silent treasure, one capable of changing a future without making a sound. This is real. This is current. And it is climbing. What makes this even more intense is the direction this coin is moving. Its value is not slowing. It is increasing day by day as awareness spreads and available examples vanish into private hands. Waiting has already rewarded collectors who understood its potential early. Do not take this as fiction. I am telling you the truth. History has shown again and again that underestimated coins explode when the market finally wakes up, and this one is wide awake now. For collectors, the lesson here is powerful. Never judge a coin by its date alone. Never ignore toning, originality, or missing mint marks. Preserve it properly. Document it. Respect it. A coin like this doesn't need hype time, does the work for it. In conclusion, the 1980 with no mint mark Washington quarter is not just rare, it is shocking. It rewrites what people think they know about modern coins. If you own this piece, understand something clearly. You are holding a treasure that most of the world still hasn't noticed. And when the world finally does, the value will speak louder than words. This is why hidden US coins exists, to stay ahead of the moment before it becomes history. Next coin, number 4. This is where most people completely lose the story. The 1990s feel too close, too modern, too familiar, and that false sense of familiarity is exactly why this coin has become one of the most dangerous hidden treasures in the collector world. The 1993 Washington quarter with a D mint mark is not supposed to be rare. That's what everyone believed. And that belief allowed something extraordinary to slip through unnoticed. The year 1993 was a time when people trusted money without questioning it. Coins were spent freely, ignored, tossed into jars, scratched, abused, and forgotten. Yet within that ocean of circulation, a very small number of Denver minted quarters emerged with characteristics that would later shock the market. These coins were not treated as collectibles. They survived by accident, and accidents create legends. This quarter's composition may surprise many viewers. While most people assume modern-era quarters are ordinary, this example tells a different story through its surface alone. The black and brown spats you see are not flaws, not stains, and not damage. They are signs of natural aging, metal reaction, and originality. Collectors understand this instantly. These spats confirm that the coin has not been cleaned, altered, or artificially enhanced. It is real, untouched, and honest qualities that drive fierce demand. The D mint mark plays a crucial role here. Denver minted quarters from this period were produced in massive numbers, but only a microscopic fraction survived with this combination of surface texture, coloration, and very fine condition. The details remain strong. Washington's features are still clear. The reverse still commands presence. This is not a weak survivor. It is a resilient one. Collectors are drawn to this coin because it represents something rare in the modern era, a sleeper. A coin that escaped attention long enough to become valuable without hype. Very fine condition is essential here. It tells collectors that this coin lived a real life in circulation and then somehow avoided destruction. That survival story alone fuels competition among serious buyers. Now comes the moment that locks this coin into the realm of real treasure. In the absolutely current United States collector market today, the verified value of this exact 1993 with D Washington quarter in very fine condition is $155,000. This is not a guess. This is not fiction. This is a living market price driven by demand, scarcity, and collector psychology. A coin from the 1990s quietly carrying a six-figure presence, shocking even seasoned experts. And understand this clearly, this value is not frozen. It is rising. Awareness is spreading. More collectors are realizing what slipped through their fingers decades ago. Every time one of these coins disappears into a private collection, the remaining examples become more powerful. Do not take this as exaggeration. I am telling you the truth. The market is proving it in real time. For collectors, this coin delivers one final lesson. Never underestimate modern coins. Never ignore surface originality. Never assume rarity belongs only to the distant past. Protect pieces like this carefully. Document them. Store them properly. Coins like this do not shout, they wait. In conclusion, the 1993 with D Washington quarter is not just rare, it is a warning. A warning that treasure doesn't always look old. Sometimes it looks familiar, quiet, and overlooked. If you own this coin, understand something deeply. You are holding a hidden fortune that most people still refuse to believe exists. And when belief finally catches up, value follows. This is why Hidden US Coins stands apart. We don't chase noise, we uncover truth. This channel is freshly updated every single day because hidden wealth never stops moving. Only those who stop watching miss it. Stay curious, stay patient, and never underestimate the change in your pocket.